Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. It's still the #1 entertainment show, and it's the Friday edition. You know how we do it. And now, it's time for us to tell you something. We all use social media every day to connect with audiences, raise awareness, and push businesses. With an engaged following on one or more of the major social networks, brands can effectively spread the word about campaigns, new initiatives, and new products and services. Having a lot of followers is good, but what if you have thousands of followers who never read your post or engage with their comments, talk more of sharing it, or even becoming paying customers? If it takes work to establish such, but that effort can pay off big time. Now, let's look at 5 ways to be noticed on social media. This is the Daily Top 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, watch me.
At #1, change your profile or cover photos regularly. Your profile photos and banners are some of your best and most viewed social profile elements. Use these visual tools to showcase the impact of your work and the stories of those who benefit from your services. Personalize, humanize, and customize every channel you can with a visual image that speaks volumes. Also, make sure you use the right social media image sizes for each platform.
Okay, so there are people that would not want to agree to this one because they're like, oh, people know my profile by my picture. But at the end of the day, when people get used to what you do, today you could get a big job and then you might decide to use it as your profile picture. And when people see your page amongst other pages, or they see you in a list of followers of another person's page, the first thing they see is your name and your picture. So how do you want to describe yourself? How do you want people to see you? That's the picture that you should always use for your profile picture, and that should be changed every now and then to show that you've evolved and you're doing more quality stuff or other things.
I'm very guilty of this. Somebody wrote me once and said, Honorable, please change this profile picture. And I thought about it and I changed it. And the person came back to say, thank you. So, not because I was under any pressure. I just noticed that, come to think of it, so like I've been using, I think since I even came on this particular platform. Like, it's the first photo I put there that is still there. Yeah. I didn't just pay attention to it. And maybe it was messing with the mind of that person. Like, how can she have lovelier photos on our page yeah. And then she has this as a profile picture? And I felt that, honestly, I felt that picture was good, so I just left it there. So well, I changed it.
I would have to say that one of the reasons why now, because algorithms have changed a lot.
A lot
of things have changed. Meta, which is Facebook, which is the company that owns Facebook and all these other platforms. There's a lot of things that are going on behind the scenes. So, in the past, if you change your profile picture, especially for verified handles, you can lose your verification. But then it will come back at a later time, because they are not sure if that's you or whatever.
No, I totally understand that.
That's why people,
I think that you should just wait, like, know what is good for you and then go for it.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the second point, and that is use hashtags to get found. Hashtags help people find conversations and topics they are interested in. Use hashtags for your industry, business, town, or whatever applies to your post. There are 2 great ways to use hashtags to increase your social media followers. Use popular hashtags sparingly and strategically, as there are thousands of hashtags out there and you wouldn't want to be caught using one that is irrelevant to your audience and content. Also, check for trends of the day and create content around it if you can use that trending hashtag. People searching that particular hashtag might come across your post and will hopefully check you out and even follow you.
So about this one, so I personally think the hashtags are messy. Like it's just everywhere on the post and it's messy, right? So what we used to do before is when we post, then we'll now go to the comment section and then put the hashtags in the comment section. So it's like a comment, but it's, so when people still search. But now, like I said, Meta has changed things around. So you do not need to put the hashtag in your post anymore. Now, before you post, there is there's, on the settings, you will see add topics. When you add topics, you can now put the different topics, like they will give you different ideas about it. So they will give you the topics. So you can now use those as your hashtag. So it doesn't have to appear in your main post anymore, right? You get, so you don't need to mess around with your own page and everything. You can just put it in.
Run that by me again.
So Meta has created something where you don't need to put the hashtags in your description anymore. Right, all you have to do, there's a particular place where it says add topics. When you go there, you can now put the topics, the hashtags of what describes your post before you post. So it doesn't have to be messy anymore.
All
so
right,
yeah, it's more effective now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a quick break and come back to the Daily Top 5. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we're still on the Daily Top 5. And at number 3, we're saying share high quality and engaging videos and graphics too on your social media if you want good social media activity. Now, visuals are high performers on social media, so be sure to include an eye-catching, colorful image or graphic with each post. Video is the most engaging content type on every social media platform, so if you can, it's a good idea to create at least some form of video content to maximize engagement. Lots of views can lead to increased reach, engagement, and exposure for your brand.
That's so true, because one time it was just pictures. People would just do videos once in a while, but especially on Instagram, when people, even on Facebook now, because it's owned by Meta, and you know they control it together and all that. You see that when you have reels, it does better. Like they just like reels and they promote reels. And there was one time that in fact, they're still concentrating on reels. So if you can, as you're taking the photos, be sure that you're doing videos too, because I think reels actually do well and it helps you to be noticed, because if you follow Instagram, you see that they are promoting it, and you could even find yourself in Explore. People would find you in Explore. And they would, if they're interested, they'll come there. And then when they talk about quality videos and quality photos, some people wonder why they are where they are or why they have the number of followers they have. Now, you have to pay attention to that, because I've actually given a lecture on this before when it comes to, you know, getting noticed on social media. There are so many things. You have to understand your target audience, of course. Then when you put things out, if you want people to share it, if you want people to be attracted to it, it has to be something that is really catchy. Because you yourself, you don't want to be bored looking at something. So I know they do. I'm just tired. They put some strength. Sometimes for content creators, it's not even easy. All those things that you see and you're like, oh, beautiful. You see transition and a lot of works go into this. So I think if you want the change, you have to put some energy.
No idea. So the thing is, people need to take their social media page as their station. You're a media house on your own, because now people are coming to watch your content. So they want to watch good content, eye-catchy content, colorful content, eye-popping. You know, so what you said about Reels is actually really correct. If you notice, every social media platform is pushing short videos.
Yep.
Even YouTube is pushing shorts right
that's
now.
What I was just going to say, that YouTube shorts.
Yes.
I've been, in fact, I'm not even going into detail. But everybody's pushing short video content. But there's a rule on, especially Instagram. So if you post a picture today, do not post immediately, and give it some time, give it space, 3 days, and then post a video. Give it another time, then post a reel. You see those reels? Reels don't catch up immediately, right? It
Over
takes
time,
It can even be in 3 days. Before you know it, boom, Instagram takes it, and then it just keeps going. As long as it is great content, it will go, regardless if you're a superstar or not. Just give good content, and people.
And I'm sure that somebody is asking, like, what's my own? Must I be noticed? Must I? Okay, so people are taking it beyond that, because it's about evolving and showcasing what you do. What exactly do you do? So it is business.
Let me give you an example. Sorry, apologies. Let me give an example. So I saw something, you know, price of things have gone up everywhere. So a woman was talking about customers asking, she bakes cake. So she was asking, so customers asking it's just that the cake is just powder and butter.
Flour and
So what she did, she didn't even show her face. She just showed herself pouring flour together. She didn't mix it with water, putting egg, raw egg on the side and putting butter and then putting happy birthday there and say this is what she's now going to be giving customers that say this. Guess what? That post went viral without even having to show her face.
I'm telling
So that's what I was going to talk about, the fact that a lot of people are very shy, but they need to understand that if you want to promote your business, your face doesn't need to show.
Yeah.
All you have to do is whatever business it is, you can always post it. There are some people that became popular, they are chefs, but they became popular by putting their own recipes, their recipes for things, but then they twitch it and they make it their own unique thing. And due to those recipes, a lot of people, instead of going on YouTube to watch full videos, learn how to cook because they even drop the recipes in the comment section or in the caption. And this has helped a lot of people. There are people that make bags. Sometimes they just show the processing or how to package it. The same way customers do unboxing. They do the packaging, package this order with me and all of that. And that alone attracts people because a lot of people are like, oh, I want my own order to be packaged too on your post and you should tag me. So that alone will drive customers.
All right, now let's move on. Give people a reason to follow you. By defining your brand and what you stand for, you give people a reason to visit your page regularly as you become their go-to person when it comes to topics they trust you will deliver on or post about. Give both prospective and current fans reason to follow you on multiple platforms. The key to getting more shares is getting more followers. If they don't see your content, they can't share it. Don't simply set it and forget it. With generic automated links blasted across all of your social media channels. Tailor your content for each channel's users. Post and share content that will resonate with your specific audience wherever they congregate online. And this is what very, very, very true.
Yeah, a lot of skit makers, a lot of people who are vloggers have actually started doing this one. So before, what they do is they post the link and they tell you link in bio, but these days what they do is they look at the interesting part or the beginning. They put something very eye-catching from maybe a 5-minute clip. They just put something short, and then at that moment where you are captured and you're wondering what next, what is to come next, they now put go to YouTube to watch the rest. So that's also a way to drive people, if you have more followers on one platform, to drive the followers from that platform to go to the other platform to still help you and see what you do. And that alone will get you a lot of views, thereby helping you make more money.
I do that a lot.
I agree, but I think what that actually meant and what we just read is the fact that
Carve a niche for
you have a
yourself.
niche.
Yes, so that you're not scattered.
Yeah,
People
you're not
know
scattered.
where to come
So
to.
it's just like real life, to be honest.
Yeah.
You can't be doing everything.
Everything.
They
They
have to
will
know
not
you.
have an identity.
You have to know you for something.
That's right.
You know, so if you're a funny guy, be the funny guy. If you're this, be that. So I think it's just have a niche
By the
that
way,
people. So like for instance,
I talk about
people,
perfumes,
yeah, you talk about
people
perfumes.
come.
People talk about medicine. Aproko Doctor has his own. So just have something that people know you for. So when
That's
they
right.
come, they know what to get. All right. And lastly, be consistent. Very important. Consistency is key. You cannot wake up today to post content and next week you do not post. Create a content calendar and post regularly to keep your audience engaged and interested in your brand. There are many tools out there that will help you manage these tasks as well, especially those that will let you create posts in advance and post them in schedule. This will help you stay at the top of the mind of your fans, thereby building a loyal following over time and avoid going stale. Yeah. So the thing is, it's hard to create content, to be honest. Sometimes I've created content that people have never seen. It's just there in my folder. Like I'll edit everything and I'll keep it and people don't see because I don't feel like, okay, this is good enough yet.
You know how many times I've asked you
Yeah,
about stuff?
Yeah. But the thing with social media is you have to be consistent, to be honest, because it's like you're giving someone food. You give him food, then you now go and sit down and wait, and then they're not going to eat again. You have to consistently be in their faces. But
I totally understand
like I said
this.
before, don't post every day. Even the biggest content creators, they don't post every day. Give it space. And then there's what they also
Suspense,
call, which is not on this list, but I also have to bring that in. You have to know the time
Yes, that suits your.
Yeah.
So, what time are your audience online so that your post will do well?
Yeah. You have
If
to
you
know.
post at the wrong, it can be a good content because sometimes people feel bad. They're like, oh, this thing is fine now. And yes, it is truly fine, but maybe you put it there where when your audience, were not online, so people did not really see it. So you have to be sure that you're working with timing.
Yeah.
And everything is there. You can always just check everything out of the algorithm.
What we
and all
also
that.
said there as well is there are different, even Instagram now allows you to schedule posts. So if you want to schedule a post for tomorrow, you can do it today.
Yes.
Just keep it if you know you're going to be busy.
You can draft it
schedule-
too.
yeah,
You can
just
be in
draft
the draft. Yeah.
And there's also the part where you need to understand that you need to engage your audience because there are a lot of pages that you go to and people are dropping comments and they're not responding to them and they get tired and they're like, okay, what's going on?
Even
I
your
don't feel like-"
caption, you
So
can
at the end
engage
of
your
the
audience with
day,
your caption.
by the time you engage your audience because you asked a question and they're giving you responses and they see that, oh, they suggested this and in your next video, oh, they're like, okay, this person is actually listening to us. They invite their friends and then they'll refer to that comment that, oh, see where I suggested this and this person listened. So that alone would drive more followers to your page, thereby showing that you're listening to people. Because at the end of the day, no man is an island of his own.
All right, this thing that we just gave you, people pay for it too. So if you want more than this, you can DM me, but be ready with your money. Thank you.
She influencer.
And that's it with our daily top 5 for today. We will be back to round up the show, guys.